of the biggest or the largest reason for claim rejections is your forms are going incorrectly formed.
The forms are incorrectly filled.
Correct.
So who's going to teach them how to fill up the forms correctly?
It so happens, right? It's when I say incorrectly, it's more about to say that what are you filling in there, because it's not so easy.
Right.
You also have various attachments to come in. Now, this again, just stepping back, right? More for the fact that especially when you don't have a will in place, right? The kind of documentation is what you need is different across jurisdictions, because India is a country where things are different across, because of the way the whole situations are around. For instance, the kind of document that is needed, you need a succession certificate, inheritance certificate, Pedi Nama, letter of administration. These are documents that is different depending on the jurisdiction. For instance, succession certificate is something that I'm talking about is, say, relevant for Karnataka, right? In Bombay, when it comes down to, it's a letter of administration that is needed from the High Court. We get a family tree which is from the municipality, right? Now, if you look at kind of assets, in some jurisdictions, a family tree is good enough for real estate, but a succession certificate is required for movable assets.
Oh boy.
Right? And now, taking a step ahead, each financial institutions have their own thresholds. PSUs, at 1 rupee also they say, I need a succession certificate. Obtaining that, it's a cost by itself, time by itself. And other institutions say at about 2 lakh, 3 lakh, etc. They put a benchmark. Until then, an affidavit will kind of do the job. Otherwise, you need to provide the succession certificate. The reason I'm highlighting all of it is that before you even get to the transfer process, you need to get certain documents in place to kind of ensure that the transfer process itself can happen, right? And that itself can take at least 6 months, if not more.
Wow.
Then you get to the process of taking these documentation along with death certificate, etc., to go to each financial institution sub-registrar to kind of ensure the asset transfer happens, which in our experience, we have seen that bare minimum on an average, it'd be about 3 years. God forbid there's a litigation, it can go to 10, 15 years. And that's something which can go on. And we have seen this ample number of cases.